Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to draft a sleeve pattern. Stay tuned. Okay guys, I'm going to show you what we'll be needing for drafting a perfect sleeve. We are going to be needing our measurement tape. We need a pencil or a pen. We need our paper scissors. We need our rulers, hip curve ruler, and the armhole ruler or a curve ruler. You definitely need this ruler. Either this ruler or this ruler. In fact, you need both all the rulers for the drafting of the sleeve pattern. And then the measurement we'll be needing, we need the length of the sleeve, which is 10 inches. Your bust measurement, I'm using my bust measurement, 48. And you need your round sleeve or your biceps. You need your elbow because it's a short sleeve measurement. We need our shoulder to armhole measurement or your armpit. Your shoulder to your chest line or your armhole point. So those are the measurements we'll be needing. Now to create a sleeve pattern, there is something called cap. Cap is here. The roundness of the shoulder is the cap. So we are going to create a cap first, then we take all the rest measurements along. So first, we are going to take the length of the sleeve, which is 10. Then you mark it down. Okay? My bust divided by 12. Your bust needs to be divided by 12. So your bust divided by 12, mine is 4.5. If I divide 48 by 12 plus half an inches, so in allowance is 4.5 point plus half an inches, so it's 4.75. So I'm going to use 4.5, which I think is okay for me. So I'm using 4.5, so you mark 4.5 down here. So you take your straight ruler and you just draw a straight line across. Draw a straight line across. Okay. Now my armhole length is 9 plus half an inches. That's 9.5. Okay. So from this point here, we are going to draw a slanted line to the tip of the sleeve. You take your ruler and you draw a slanted line from the 9.5 point to the tip of the sleeve. Okay. Now we are going to look for the middle, the midpoint of this slanted line. We are going to look for the midpoint. You measure it so you know how long it is. So the midpoint, this is 10.5. So you look for the midpoint of 10.5. fold your measurement tape just as you see me doing. So the midpoint of 10.5 is 5 1/4. So you put your measurement tape there and you mark 5 1/4. That's the midpoint of the slanted line. So from this slanted line, from this midpoint here, you are going to mark 1/2 inches upward. 1/2 inches upward, guys. And then you take your ruler and rule it just a straight line here. Okay? So from this point here, the 1/2 inches point here, you are going to connect this 9.5 inches point to this 1/2 inches point here. So you take your ruler and you connect them just like so. And then now you need your curve ruler. That was why I said it's very important to have this ruler. You take your curve ruler because we are now going to create the cap. The cap is like a C, a semi-C shape. So you need the curve of this ruler to create it. So from this 1/2 inches point here, which is the midpoint of the slanted line, from this midpoint here, remember I drew 1/2 inches upward. So from that point there, you use your curve ruler and you draw a curve to the point of the sleeve. Hope you can see what I'm doing, guys. Now, this is how the back sleeve look like. This is the back sleeve. Okay? So to get the front sleeve, you need your ruler again. The curve ruler. So you see how important it is? Either this curve ruler or this one, or you can use French curve. So you take your curve ruler again at the midpoint here. That's the exact midpoint here, not the 1/2 inches up. The exact midpoint here. You put your curve ruler there because we are going to draw a curve to the tip of the sleeve again. So you draw another curve to the tip of the sleeve. And then from that, the same midpoint, you are still going to be using your ruler. You are now going to draw a curve like a S-shaped curve to the 9.5 point. So I'm going to draw it again. Okay, guys. So this first one here, this one here, the back sleeve opening. And then this one here, okay? So here is my elbow because it's a short sleeve. My elbow is 14 divided by 2 is 7. So you mark 7 here. Don't forget this draft doesn't have sewing allowance. So you will need to add sewing allowance of maybe 1/2 inches or 1 inches. So this is my elbow measurement. Okay, so I'm just going to add sewing allowance. So let's say I'm going to add 1 inches sewing allowance here, 1 inches sewing allowance here. Okay, and then at the bottom here, 1 inch sewing allowance as well. This is to to hem the sleeve at the bottom. I just take my ruler and draw a straight line. So now you need your hip curve ruler. You need your hip curve ruler to connect the joining together. This point here, you can draw it very nicely just to make it look more like a proper sleeve. You just use your curve to just correct the curve properly. So you need your hip curve ruler. You take your hip curve ruler from the top of the sleeve here, which is the 9.5 inches point. I added 1 inch for sewing allowance, to your elbow, because it's a short sleeve. You can use this method. It's the same method for long sleeve, and then you just draw a straight line, and that's your sleeve pattern. Okay, so what you do now is we are going to cut the back one out first. When you cut the back one out, you take another paper and transfer it into that paper before you now cut the front one out. Don't forget, cut the back one out first, take it, transfer it into another paper, then cut the front sleeve shape out, and then you have your draft sleeve pattern, which you can keep and use for any style. In another video, I'm going to show you how to draft a puff sleeve and all sorts of sleeves, but this is just the basic pattern for a sleeve. Thanks guys for watching. If you like this video, please thumb up, comment, share and subscribe if you haven't done so already.